Our headliner tonight is Francine Carter. Francine is a life and leadership coach with her own company, Action Coaching and Training LLC. She specializes in working with leaders, professional helpers, and Wonder Women to prevent, recognize, and reverse their path to burnout. Compassion, fatigue, and the tattered Wonder Woman cape. She always says it takes one to know one, and because she is also a licensed clinical therapist, she can actually tell her clients when you set up, you're in coaching, and when you lie down, you're in therapy. She hopes that she is seen as an active force empowering people to unselfishly and unapologetically live their life openly, honestly, boldly, and humorously. Her favorite quote is, you will do foolish things and do them with enthusiasm. Please help me give a warm Sparks welcome to Francine as she takes the stage. Way to go. Got it?
I think so.
Yes. Get out of the way.
I am no ordinary man. Oh, not me, this guy. Frank Kolach, my father. In the summer of 2001, he was diagnosed with dilated cardiomyopathy, an enlarged heart. The doctor told him that within a year, he would be bedridden and or dead if he didn't have a heart transplant. Well, that man hated hospitals. And he hated being sick even more. And he definitely hated being sick and in a hospital. So he decided, I got to do something. And his something was, he took that word ordinarily, and he decided that his motto was going to be, I am no ordinary man. And it worked. It worked. His meds were decreased. His breathing became easier. He was back to working out. He was a bodybuilder. The doctors had no idea what happened. And we would laugh about his motto, but we all knew we were on borrowed time. You see, he was only operating on 20% of his heart. And that's him, December of 2014. Looks pretty good for somebody that should have had a heart transplant. What do you think? Well, that one ordinarily year prognosis turned into many more until December 31st, 2015, when my father passed away in his sleep. That day and the days to follow brought me lessons and gifts. Yes, gifts. So I'd like to share them with you today in the hope that it might just enhance, deepen, change your thoughts about death, life, and life after a death. Because at that moment, life changed in an absolute instant. We've all heard that, haven't we? Life changes in an instant. But at that moment, I felt the magnitude when I heard those words, Daddy's gone. Whew, what a whirlwind. What a whirlwind. And I'm so thankful for that magnitude because it made me understand and appreciate the deeper understanding of how important life is. Yours, mine, all of ours. It was overwhelming. And it was amazing how my body handled that week. It's what we call the week of Frank. It was 2 viewings, 2 cities, contacting everybody, coordinating the funeral, coordinating the mass, coordinating the luncheon, and still going and going and going and feeling my heart in a million pieces at the same time. Wow. That's me, November 7th. 2015, the last day of the week of Frank. I didn't say it was pretty. I said I was still going. Isn't it amazing what our bodies and our minds can do? How blessed we are. But it wasn't fair. It wasn't fair that I lost my dad. Life isn't fair. We all say that, don't we? Life isn't fair. And then I realized, who am I to say life isn't fair? We had him more years than we even anticipated and the doctors gave us. What I realized was fair is just a word we put so much meanings and so much emotion. That's the gift, that fair is a word. Now, the only thing that does have to be fair, I learned from him also, is that when you're drinking with your wine buddy, the glasses must be fairly distributed. I love that man. And I love that man so much that love brought incredible pain and intensity of pain. And yet, that's the gift. The extreme pain was my gift. How is that a gift? It's a gift because I loved him so much. We all loved him. But there's something about a father-daughter bond, and boy, did we have one. So I welcome every memory, every experience, and every piece of pain because I can match it with that. And it makes me realize that time and relationships are so important. You know, we all say, let's get together. We'll have lunch. We'll do this. We always think we have time. Well, sometimes we just don't. And they become more intense. While I would love to have my father back for a day or 10,000 more, part of his gift was that I developed the most intensely wonderful relationship, even more than I ever thought I had with my mom. That's me and my mama after we were out of the Social Security office last year. Woohoo! We did it. And it's just amazing. And it's made me slow down. That week after his funeral, boy, my mind slowed down, my agenda slowed down, everything slowed down. And the gift was that. All of a sudden, I looked around and I didn't take things for granted anymore. It was like, wow. Wow. Look at my surroundings. Everything that I need and want is right in front of me. Same for you. And it makes you realize that life is simple. We complicate it. We complicate it. We were put here to laugh, to eat, to cry, to celebrate, and we hope that we find our passion and we hope that we use our passion. Stop complicating it. And in the meantime, stop tolerating all the negativity. And please stop tolerating playing small. We all play way too small. Get out of your comfort zone. If those pants aren't out of your comfort zone, I don't know what is. I think it was because it was a distraction because he didn't play golf well. So he hoped he could distract everyone else. The gifts were recognizing the mortality. The gifts were recognizing I have healthier boundaries and we need to have healthier boundaries. And the gifts is taking risks. Absolute taking a risk, and many risks. Technology became a friend. He would call me, which he liked to do very often during a day because, I don't work. I own my own business. And he would say, Francine. I'd go, yes, Dad. He said, I'm in the middle of Walmart. I'm talking to you on my flip phone. It's still a cell phone. Give him credit. Isn't it awesome? There's no wires. Isn't this cool? And I'm like, yes, Dad, that's wonderful. Is that all you need to tell me? Yep. Okay. Or he'd call and leave me messages. And my favorite message, little did I know that this recording and this message would be such a gift. it's going to come.
I do yoga to relax. Just kidding. I drink wine in yoga pants. Talk to you later.
That's all he had to say on that message. Technology is awesome. I miss him, but I get to hear his voice. And so, hopefully, what you've heard today will help you understand that we don't have to be ordinary, and we can be extraordinary. And because of him, I am no longer an ordinary woman. Thank you.
Awesome.